What's up, everybody? Welcome back to some more Donkey Kong Country Returns. Crazy Gamer 12 here, as per usual. And in this episode, in the last episode, we got the game started off with the first three levels, all of the Kong letters and puzzle pieces. In this episode, we're going to be starting off with 1-4 Sunset Shore, which is the level we're going to be playing. This is the first of the silhouette levels, which basically everything is all the stuff in the foreground is in black, and there's just a wonderful view of the sunset and everything, which is pretty cool. And I don't know if you can see in the left part of the if you see the background on the left, you can see a cool little lighthouse spinning in circles. So it's kind of cool. This is actually one of the very few levels in the game that doesn't have any puzzle stores. So all the puzzle pieces you just outright. So it's kind of cool. So right after the checkpoint, once you stand on this button, the sun will shine like super bright. So you'll fall down here, and the second puzzle piece will be waiting for you. Basically, to get to it, you just kind of before you ground pound this, you just go over the dino's head, or over the dinosaur head, and jump into this little hidden alcove in there. It's in there. So see there's no bonus rooms to complete on that one. That one's relatively simple. Alright. Next level is 1-5, Canopy Cannons. So it wouldn't be a Donkey Kong Country game without some, you know, barrel cannon type sections. And you'll see that right here. Yeah, so basically with this level, it's all about just getting through these barrel cannon sections. Which, there are way more difficult ones than this. This one is definitely, like, relatively easy. So when you get over here, first puzzle piece is right there. Also, so the letter O is right here. And also, you think that if you shoot downwards, you probably die, right? Wrong. There is a hidden puzzle piece over there. Most people would probably think that if you shot yourself down here, you would shoot yourself into the abyss and die. But it's actually a secret. There's a lot of that in this game, so definitely do that. We got another bonus. No bonus room here. I hate these type of bonus rooms. There's a lot of pressure if you fail. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this in, I think I mentioned this in the first part, but, if you fail a bonus room, you have to lose a life if you want to be able to try it again. I always thought that was the stupidest design choice that Retro Studios could have went with when making this game, but that's what they said that he decided to do, so the end right there. So you get to this part here. See a lone banana at the top of the screen there? So you want to shoot yourself when it gets to the top there, so that way you can get the final puzzle piece. And then the letter G is right up here. And now you want to get through this part as fast as possible, because, and then with this part you have to wait until the barrel comes away. Because those screaming towers will crush you and you'll instantly die from that. So you definitely want to be careful. You want to go as quickly as possible when it comes to that. Yeah, it's kind of hard to time that with the DK. That's what Alright, next level is 1-6 Crazy Kart. So, another thing, if you've played the original Donkey Kong Country games on the Super Nintendo, you'll remember, at least in the first game, that there was a level called Minecart Carnage, which was a level where you rode in a minecart the entire way, and it was basically an auto-scrolling level. This game brings back those levels in full force, obviously in a more modernized rendition. So that's what this level is, and you'll see it in there. So before we get into that, we go up here, we got ourselves a hidden area, which has a bonus room if you want to do. So this bonus room's pretty simple. Alright, so now if you go to the right here, just go down here, and here we go. For the minecarts. Yeah, so it's basically, if you remember the auto-scrolling levels from the new Super Mario Bros. It's basically the same thing. So basically, you want to high bounce off the third mole ending with the K. In order to high bounce off an enemy, you basically hold the two buttons. Yeah, so now you have to jump over the mole, get the third puzzle piece right there. The letter O is at the top of the hill there. You want to jump early there, get the fourth puzzle piece. And then when the camera moves it close here, after this much bananas, jump right here to get the final puzzle piece. And yeah, all the puzzle pieces are basically ready for the jump up. So now we just gotta do the get the final two letters. One's coming up right here. We got the end. That one's actually a pretty tough one to time. You have to time that perfectly. You have to jump right as you're jumping off the edge, or right as you roll off the track. He's right there. There we go. That's our first minecart level to do. Pretty simple. Like I said, this was the first minecart level in the game, so obviously it's relatively easy. It's not really that difficult, but getting that letter N can be definitely kind of difficult at times to time it right. And now that we've got all the Kong letters in all the main levels in World 1, we unlock 1-K. So there's a temple level in every single world. And in order to unlock it, you have to get all the Kong letters in all the main levels, and then you unlock the K level of each world. And basically, so in order to 100% the game, you have to do these levels. So 1-K platform K is the first one. So this level is actually it's not too hard, but the K levels are definitely the hardest levels in the game. They're extremely difficult. Really, but if you want to 100% the game, you do have to beat these levels. So yeah. So the gimmick with this K level is that every platform you land, falls back into the abyss. So you have to move as quickly as you can. To traverse this level. Alright, here, right here at the safe platform, the third puzzle, or second puzzle piece is in that room right there. Now, when you get to this point right here, you want to wait for this platform to fall a little bit, so you can get the third puzzle piece right there. Say that's the first death of the whole series here. This part's gonna be kind of tough. Without Diddy Kong. Alright, boom. Oh, fuck. Or at least we got the puzzle piece, so we don't have to worry about it anymore. Alright, so we got 35 lives already. Damn. We might max out the lives counter sooner than I expected. Got our first pearl, so alright, so now we can move on to the boss fight. Our first boss, 1-B Muggly's Mound. So the boss fights in this game are relatively easy. They're not too hard, but and obviously this first one is the easiest of the bunch. So we'll sit here and watch the cutscenes. Basically, they get hypnotized by the TVs and become super aggressive. So, yeah, basically, in order to beat these guys, in order to beat this guy, you gotta just jump on his back and get a chance. Yeah, so it's pretty easy. After you win 3, you get to his next phase. Also, real quick, I'll see if he does the move. I'll show it off. I can beat him relatively quickly, but I want to show you one move that he does. He does that. Like a little ground pound. I think he does the other move. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, so now he charges at the wall, basically stuns himself, and then gives an opening to get up. That's it. I could obviously beat him way faster than that, but I wanted to show you some of the moves that he does. Alright, so now that we've beaten him, basically stunned now. Here we go. So basically, you wait. If you wait a second, you can just shake the remote like crap out of it, and the most hits you can get is 22 hits. So. Yeah, so that pretty much does it for episode 2 of Donkey Kong Country Returns. This episode wasn't too long, it was only about 20 minutes long. Honestly, a little bit less than that. But yeah, that does it for World 1, guys. So I will catch you guys in the next episode where we take on World 2. See you all then.